Ladies and gentlemen, the calm before the storm. Current top 1% score for salt mines is 3.37 million points. My personal best score is 3.422 million points. I have almost 100,000 cushion point lead now on the top 1% score bracket. I do not foresee the top 1% score bracket to breach 3.4 million points. I just can't see it happening. Because at this point, it's now down to execution. To add insult to injury, I done my 3.422 million score run with double primary. Yeah, I rocked up with a damn scout rifle and a hand cannon, and I still beat yous lot who are running Choir of One. You're running Mint Ret Brigade, you're using new Malpies, and I rock with a damn scout with a true, worthy, deterministic drive just to beat you. My drive's more important than your Mint Ret Brigade, and this proves it today. I do not foresee the top 1% score bracket to breach 3.4 million. The reason being is because of this. You are now timed heavily. The whole event has turned into a speed run. So people who cannot speed run and solo flawless salt mines in 4 minutes, you're not getting this score. You will not be able to get this, and not everybody can do that. So the score now for top 1% is going to level out. So top 1%ers who have 3.4 million, you can breathe easy. You players can. The rest of you have got 3.4 million, you're not good enough. You would need to redo your scores, lest you will lose this. Now then, coming back to what I was saying, I done 3.422 million today with double primary. It was a bit of nighttime flexing. I'm doing a bit of nighttime flexing on you. Yeah. Right? But you don't want all your eggs in one basket. Remember, you need 100 points. So I recommend that you do your coils, your proving grounds, and your heliostats. I've only done heliostat once, and I done it in LFG, and it was a terrible run. You can see that it was. I done one game of PvP. It was terrible. I believe solo proving grounds for top 1% isn't too bad. However, solo coil at 2.9 million for top 1% is kind of tough. Fire teams are going to beat a solo player, I think. A well-coordinated fire team, at least. LFG, no. But the top 1% solo score for 2.9 million coil is going to be rather difficult. Proving grounds and salt mines are the two best options, I believe, on a solo basis to get top 1% scores. Heliostat as well as a cheese. There's a cheese with heliostat. So I guess actually heliostat's a good option as well, because you can get almost 2.9 million, I believe, on a good solo. So heliostat, if you know the cheese for heliostat, then that's a good one as well. It's been showcased by Esoteric. He showed you the cheese, right? I'm not going to talk about it because he showed you it, which was fair play to him. Right, card. You need to get that damn card right. And even though that I'm showing you this card, it won't matter, because if you cannot solo flawless salt mines in 4 minutes with side objective complete and executed very well with the high value target and the most wanted target, you won't get the score. So even though I'm showing you it. Now then, let's get things out the basket. You need to be 550 power. You need to be a season pass owner, Guardian rank 11, I think, as well. Yes, to participate properly with this event. If you're 520, 510 and stuff, it ain't gonna work. And also the season pass. People keep complaining to me about the season pass. They keep saying I can't do the score because of the season pass. Listen, lads and lasses. What did I tell you about? I have made countless videos about the score bonus. I have told you over and over and over for the last 120 days. I've told you about the score bonus for the pass. It requires you to own the damn battle pass. How many times have we had to tell you about it? And we've got hundreds and thousands of Guardians scrambling because they don't understand what's going on. And I've explained it over and over to you. I'm getting mad about it. Why have you not got the season pass? Are you that tight to buy the battle pass? I understand you're voting with your wallet. I understand you're mad at Bungie. I understand you're mad at Destiny 2. I understand it. However, this has been a mechanic since Edge of Fate, lads. What are you playing at? What are you playing at with that? Bungie should remove it. Bungie should remove the score bonus then. Go and tell them to remove it from the event. That's all they need to do. And it'll level it out. Get it removed. I don't want it. I'm not bothered about it. I would rather it was a level playing field on that basis. There shouldn't be a 15% bonus. But it is. We can't deny what is reality. We can't, can we? That's the reality of the situation and has been since July. You're 6 months behind. what you're playing at. The score bonus has always been a thing. My gosh. So you need to be score bonus, reward pass owner, 550 power to make sure that you're getting the best score possible. If you're not 550, then you need to go and level up right now. Like, I mean right now. I mean, stop what you're doing and go and level up. Right. In theory, on paper, the highest card possible is 2.6 million points. That is the highest multiplier possible. Highest. There's no higher than that. So everybody now at the top 1% is running 2.6 million cards. However, they're all running it to get the high value target and to run it quickly now. So, if you kill a high value target and you beat the run solo flawless in 4 minutes, we all get the same score, which is around about 2.4 million points. That's going to create a bit of a problem, like I said, but not everybody's going to be able to do it in 4 minutes. Somebody will be 5 minutes, somebody will be 6 minutes. And if you're 6 minutes, you'll lose a few 100,000 points. In actual fact, the difference between a 6-minute run and a 4-minute run is quite big. Let me try and think now. What would a 6-minute run be? Because I ran 6-minute runs earlier on in the week. You would lose about 200,000 points. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Because I got 3.2 million points on a 5-6-minute run. So the difference between a 5-6-minute run is 200k. 200,000 points. So you're speedrunning it. So you need to understand that there's 2.6 million. That's the highest. So you must run the highest card. Here's my boons. Freds, glass cannon, blasts, deadly stasis threat, match game, and all ammo famine. I'm hearing still chatter that Destiny 2 Guardians are terrified to run match game. I'm terrified. I'm shaking in my boots. I don't want to run match game. It's slow my runs down. I run grounded. No. Why are you so frightened of match game? Now I've lost it. Why are you so frightened of him? I want to know why you have nightmares about match game. It's not Freddy Krueger, this. It's not Nightmare on Match Game Street. What's wrong with you about that? I love match game. I love the mod. It gives me respect and I give it back. I use it. Second column, pressure cooker, adds 15% time bonus. The tooltip does not tell you, but it does add 5 to 15. Time bonus is pressure cooker. They're both the same, but this adds more reward multiplier. Okay, I'm running Touche. It has to be any 5 mod. It cannot be all equipment. It cannot be avant-garde, and it cannot be equipment lock, because that's less of a card. You lose 50k. No starting ammo must go on. Brawn must go on. Extinction Revives must go on, because it's a max card. The boons are free. What's the best possible boons? For me, for this, in my opinion, this is the best setup. Brawler, Full Throttle, and Solar Surge, like I ran on my last run. This is the best setup, in my opinion. You could run Amplified Livewire instead of the Solar Surge, yes. But, I mean, yeah, you could. You could argue that Livewire is better than Solar Surge, but Solar Surge is a safer option for high-value target. For people who struggle with a high-value target, Solar Surge is recommended over Livewire. Livewire, over the course of the run, will save you 20 seconds. So do you want a 20-second time saving or consistency? It's which one, right? It's just a bit more consistent. I'll explain it on the run, but yeah, Livewire, I guess technically is better. For the true experts, it is. Right, build. This is the best setup. Solar Titan, Sunbreaker, Throwing Hammer, Hylian Nade, Aspects of Soul Invictus, Roaring Flames, Fragments of Ember of Torches, Ashes, Solace, Empyrean. Pairing that with Worm Gods because it's the best setup and it's Edge of Fate based. You need to run all Edge of Fate stuff. You can't run Synthoceps. Just watch. You can't use old armor. There we go, look. There we go. See, what you need to understand about all these mods is they require Edge of Fate stuff. Apart from equipment locked and stuff, they require Edge of Fate stuff. So you're just best off just running Edge of Fate stuff. Weapons you can get away with, we've explained that. But for what that's why we go Worm Gods. I would rather go Synthos, to be honest. Synthos will be better in this than Worm Gods. I'll just be truly honest with you. But that isn't the case. It's not Edge of Fate based, right? Here's the armor mods. There'll be a dim link anyways, yeah? And weapon-wise, so we're rocking double primary, like I said. Unstoppable hand cannon. This hand cannon's nasty with melee builds. Very naughty, yeah? Wyvern Gaze. Only the top 1% players have Wyvern Gaze primaries. That's what happens. If you haven't got Wyvern Gaze, you need to rethink your thought processes in the game. That's really what it comes down to. Trials Scout and Scientia, because we need Eager Edge. We need to play adult build. We're on adult build today. We've got to do, because we need 3.422 million. None of the artifact mods matter all that much, honestly. Discount scarves, Iron Lord's Vigor, I guess. I mean, none of the mods matter. They don't matter. Or what matters is execution. You can't just put any beautiful mod on and say, I'm good to go. No, you're not. You need practice. That's what the top 1% bracket does. Paragon armor, Paragon, melee super weapons. On with the rum. Let's do a bit of nighttime flexing and seduce you with this solo 3.422 million point score run with double primary. No mint, no quiet of one. Yeah, just sheer determination. Get a melee kill on one of the scions in the Blight. And what you're going to do is get the stun on the unstop. Try and focus him first, but you can get rid of the Blight first. But it really doesn't matter overall because, look, the Blight goes down one hit anyways. Come to middle and get a sunspot, a nice sunspot to get rid of all the scions. Second wave of ads spawns at the back of the map. And it's always a Bane. The Minotaur or Knight or whatever is always a Bane. Check side objective. If it's weapon kills, well, you're going to have to do some weapon kills. And you're going to lose a lot of time on the run if it is. I recommend you just reset your run until you get a nice objective. That being combatants defeated or ability kills. Because weapon kills is going to lose you time on this Titan run. At the very least, it will. If you have precision kills, forget about it. Just reload it. You're going to lose 30 seconds, which could equate... Well, a minute, sorry. Which could equate to 100,000 points. That's what we're talking about here. We're talking about massive points here. Get Burning Fists. We're going to stun this unstop right away because I just want to get rid of him right away. Right? Then we've still got maximum Burning Fists. We one-shot the Blight. Now, side objective is almost complete. I don't need to think about anything. Only that... Have I got heavy? I've got 9... Eager Edge, that's great. That's all I need. I don't need anything else. I don't need heavy ammo packs, nothing. I don't need special ammo because I've got double primary on. All I need is will and desire to go quickly and melee these ads. That is it. Yeah? Make sure all ads are cleared. You must clear them quick. If any scions, stragglers, look, he's lost me time. He's lost me 2 seconds. See? That's how we're min-maxing here. We're really thinking about it like that. Yeah, I can only imagine people doing runs and be like, oh, I'm doing good. But if it adds the stragglers, you're losing time. Eager Edge, you want to go through this cavern quickly. Don't do my old strat because the old strat won't work anymore. For the high value target to spawn in more likely, you take this slow. I'm recommending you don't do that anymore now. You need to do 4-minute runs. To do 4-minute runs, you've got to go quickly. You've got to roll the dice and see if the captain spawns in. He does. Withering Gears, boom. Solar Hammer and then super. Make sure that you're doing damage though. His Blight, his damn bubbles protecting him there. Did you see that? Make sure you're doing the damage and get rid of him. This is consistent. You can kill him with Burning Fists hammer, I know. But if you miss your hammer on him and he's slippery, you will lose him. So I prefer to super him. It's more consistent and it's easy. Because you're going to get your super back anyways. You will get your super back. As long as you got double hands on and you've got a strat, you're fine. Yeah? Eager Edge over to the Blight. Your goal is to get 1 kill... And then one-shot the Blight. Boom. Unstop. Get rid of him. ADS with hand cannon. Or sidearm, whatever you're using. And now we're going to go in a frenzy. Frenzy of punch, everything. We don't even need to use my hammer. I can just use uncharged melee. Remember, uncharged melee gives sunspot anyways if you've already got Roaring Flames. Yeah? So you don't have to use your hammer every time. Yeah, because these scions are slippery and they'll flicker and you can miss a hammer and it knocks your composure. It can knock your composure on Solar Titan if you lose your hammer and stuff. Although it's not that big of a deal, but it can happen. Right, use a bit of chip damage with a primary. Look at this. Look at the strat. I'm getting more super. Did you see what I did there? I delayed 3 seconds to get more super. So that I have my super for right now. Yeah, that's quite important. Eager Edge over to the boss, and we're gonna Withering Gears. Yeah, top 1% strats. Boom. Then we'll do a hammer and then super. Make sure he's in a sunspot. Sunspot bypasses this boss's shield. Yeah, and you're gonna melt. This is why it's quickest on Titan. This is why Titan is objectively the best salt mine user. It's better than pretty much everything else because of the exploit that you can do. There you go. That's the double primary 3.422 million point score run. Not everybody's going to be able to do this, so the top 1% bracket should stay relatively similar to where it is. Hope you enjoy. Thank you.